All right, let's talk about something that can cause a whole lot of stress for homeowners, the home appraisal. But you know what? It really doesn't have to be this big, mysterious process. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain and demystify the whole thing so you can walk in feeling confident, not anxious.
You know that feeling? A home appraisal can feel like this massive final exam you can't possibly study for. Some stranger's about to walk through your home, slap a number on it, and that one number could literally make or break your sale, your refinance, or that home equity loan you've been planning for. So yeah, feeling a little on edge about it is completely normal.
But here's the key thing to wrap your head around. The appraiser only sees what's on the surface, and they're only there for a short visit. They have no idea about that brand new, high-efficiency HVAC you installed or the foundation you had professionally sealed. So your job isn't to sell them on your home, it's to inform them with clear, organized proof of all the value they just can't see.
So, let's start with the basics, laying the groundwork. Before we even get to all the cool improvements you've made, just having your core legal and tax documents ready to go makes everything so much smoother. Think of this as the foundation that lets the appraiser quickly check off all the official details of your property.
Here's a quick checklist of those core documents, and the good news is you probably have most of these sitting in a file somewhere already. We're talking about the deed, to prove ownership, your latest property tax bill, and a survey or plot map if you have one. And hey, if you're in an HOA, getting those rules and fee schedules together is absolutely crucial. You never know, an unknown rental restriction could actually impact the valuation. Each of these documents just gives the appraiser an official snapshot and helps avoid any simple mix-ups.
All right, now we're getting to the part where you can make the biggest difference. All that money, all that sweat equity you've poured into your home, it isn't always obvious just by looking. So this is your chance to create a super clear roadmap for the appraiser, connecting your investments directly to your home's value.
So how do you do it? Let's break it down into 4 simple steps. First, just make a list. New roof, 2022, cost $15,000. Kitchen remodel, 2021, $25,000. Then you back it up. Go find the invoices, pull out the permits for that deck you built, grab the warranty for the new water heater. Every single document is another piece of evidence that turns a nice kitchen into a fully permitted, high-end kitchen remodel with documented value. See the difference?
And this quote right here, it just nails it. This whole process isn't about trying to pressure or persuade the appraiser. Believe me, they're professionals and they do their own independent research. Your paperwork is just there to fill in the gaps on things they can't possibly know, like the quality of the insulation behind your walls or how old the plumbing is. The goal is just clarity, not influence.
Now for a great little pro tip, this is an optional step, but man, it can really make you stand out. I'm talking about creating a simple property fact sheet. Think of it like a highlight reel for your home, a one-page summary that makes the appraiser's job way easier and ensures no key feature gets overlooked.
Just look at this example. It's so simple, right? An appraiser can glance at this and immediately confirm all the basic data, see awesome special features like solar panels, and take note of neighborhood perks like being close to a great park. And if you're selling the house, including the asking price gives them really important context for their valuation. It's a tiny bit of effort that pays off big time in clarity.
Okay, let's shift gears and talk about your role in this whole dance. It is so important to understand where your job ends and the appraiser's begins. Being prepared is obviously key, but respecting those professional boundaries is just as crucial if you want a smooth experience.
Think of it this way. Your role is to be the helpful librarian of your own home. You provide access, you provide documents, you provide facts. The appraiser's role? They're the investigative journalist. They take all your great information, but then they verify it on their own. They measure everything. They analyze public records and, most importantly, what are called comparable sales, or COPs. That's just recent sales of similar homes in your area. All of that leads them to their own expert conclusion.
So if you only take one thing away from all this, let it be this right here. Your goal is simple. Inform, don't influence. Be a helpful, organized partner in the process. Hand them a simple folder with clear, factual information, and then just step back and let them do their job. That level of professionalism is what builds trust, and trust is what leads to the most accurate and fair valuation possible.
At the end of the day, all this preparation is really about one thing: making sure the full story of your home gets told accurately. By gathering your documents, you are making all the value you've worked so hard to build completely visible. So the real question is, are you telling the story that an appraiser truly needs to hear?